So this commenter says, there's been many events throughout the years. Let's just pause right there. He's talking about events at the White House. Okay. I want to pause right there because I want to just point out that if you wrote that out instead of using a contraction, you would be saying there is been many events throughout the years. Theirs, in this instance, does not stand for there has been many events throughout the years. You just said there is been many events throughout the years. But I wanted to point out that the Speak American crowd never really truly understands how to speak American. But I digress. Oh my God. It's like painful. Legitimately fucking painful. There's been many events throughout the years at the White House. This event was no different than any other event. The fighter that disrespected the Obamas took it upon himself. Trump, Dana White had nothing to do with it. We're probably stunned at his remark just like everybody else. So the first thing I have to say is, if Donald Trump and Dana White were just as stunned as everybody else by what the UFC fighter said about Michelle Obama, you would think that they would say something. You would think, given the fact that they could hold a press conference at any point in time and get all of the world's media there to listen to them, especially Donald Trump, given the fact that he's the president of the United States, that he would come out and say something. That he would come out and go, "Whoa, I didn't want the fighter to say that. He had nothing. I had nothing to do with it, and I disagree with his statement." But they didn't, which tells me that your guess that they were just as stunned as everybody else is probably a lie. It's probably inaccurate. But you said, to begin with, there has been, and I know that that's not exactly what you said, many events at the White House throughout the years. This event was no different than any other. And this person here asked you a question. What other event was even remotely like this MMA fight? And that's the question that I'd like an answer to. I understand there have been a ton of events. There have been Easter egg rolls and trick-or-treating events and events honoring foreign leaders. There have been LGBTQ plus events. There have been all kinds of events. Hell, this president even sold Teslas on the White House driveway. There have been all kinds of events. What event? Name one event in modern American history where it's even close to comparable with this event right here. Just give me one that you think is even remotely close to what this was. Keep in mind, this not only destroyed the lawn at the White House, but it destroyed the entire Ellipse. So, I digress. Go ahead. Tell us what event was even remotely like this one.